Next up, attack and release. The attack control is essentially a transient or peak manipulator. It allows us to decrease or emphasize the transients in a waveform. By decreasing or flattening the transients, we can give the audio a more relaxed feel. But by increasing the transients, we can give the audio a more punchy and upfront feel. Let's see how this looks visually on a compressor. By adjusting the attack control, we can visually see how the transients are affected. With a fast attack time, we can decrease or even flatten the peaks. With a slower attack time, the peaks are less affected while the rest of the audio is compressed. Release control. If attack allows us to manipulate the transients, then release, you guessed it, allows us to manipulate the tails and valleys. Release, similar to attack, allows us to decrease and to emphasize the tails in the waveform. By decreasing the tails, we can give the waveform a more close and upfront feel, but by increasing the tails, we can create a more full-bodied and thick sound. And it should be noted that release is the only control that affects audio below the threshold, as we will see. So let's see how this visually looks on a compressor. As you will see, as we increase the release parameter, the tails of the audio signal start to decrease. Even the tails below the threshold are decreasing as well. And by manipulating the tails and transients through attack and release, we are able to change the dynamic range. And remember that dynamic range is the measured distance between high peaks and lowest valleys. Let's visually illustrate this a little further. If we were to bring down the ratio, then right here, the peaks and the valleys are a lot closer together. So this is an example of low dynamic range. Whereas if we were to up the ratio pressure a little bit, bring up the attack to let some of those attacks kind of come through the compressor, uncompressed. And if we were to take the release and also increase the release, then the distance between these high peaks and the low valleys is now increased, which is increasing the dynamic range. Further illustrating that through attack and release, we have the ability to increase and decrease the dynamic range in the waveforms. We all have that place where our unfinished songs go to die. But what if you had a reliable system to resurrect them? With the Stream Ready roadmap, you'll finish faster, sound better, and release sooner. With Logic templates, checklists, step-by-step system outline, and key commands to speed up your workflow. Link is below.